सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्म विद्या संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः। ओम ओम नमः प्रणवार्थाय शुद्ध ज्ञानैकमूर्तये निर्मलाय प्रशांताय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ओम श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शंकरं लोकशंकरम्। Salutations to the entire Guru Parampara. Sakala Brahma Vidya Acharyebhyo Namaha, Rishibhyo Namaha, Munibhyo Namaha, Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Shri Vedavyasa Sadgurave Namaha, Vaishampayana Sadgurave Namaha, Yajnavalkya Sadgurave Namaha, Asmad Gurubhyo Namaha, Shrutimatre Namaha. In our effort to invoke the grace of Rishi Parampara and Shruti Mata, along with clearing our debts for the Rishi Parampara and Shruti Mata, along with the study of Upanishad, we have also taken up the aspect of chanting the Upanishad mantras. In our today's Upanishad Parayanam, we have Brahmananda Mimamsa to chant in the second Brahmananda Valli. Om भीषास्माद्वातः पवते भीषोदेति सूर्यः भीषास्मादग्निश्चेन्द्रश्च मृत्युर्धावति पञ्चम इति सैषानन्दस्य मीमागं सा भवति युवा स्यात् साधु युवाध्यायकः आशिष्ठो दृढिष्ठो बलिष्ठः तस्येयं पृथिवी सर्वा वित्तस्य पूर्णा स्यात् स एको मानुष आनन्दः ते ये शतं मानुषा आनन्दाः स एको मनुष्यगन्धर्वाणामानन्दः श्रोत्रियस्य चाकामः तस्य ते ये शतं मनुष्यगन्धर्वाणामानन्दाः स एको देवगन्धर्वाणामानन्दः श्रोत्रियस्य चाकामः तस्य ते ये शतं देवगन्धर्वाणामानन्दाः स एकः पितॄणां चिरलोकलोकानामानन्दः श्रोत्रियस्य चाकामः तस्य ते ये शतं पितॄणां चिरलोकलोकानामानन्दाः स एक आजानजानां देवानामानन्दः श्रोत्रियस्य चाकामः तस्य ते ये शतमाजानजानां देवानामानन्दाः स एकः कर्मदेवानां ये कर्मणा देवानपि यन्ते श्रोत्रियस्य चाकामः तस्य ते ये शतं देवानामानन्दाः स एको देवानामानन्दः श्रोत्रियस्य चाकामः तस्य ते ये शतं देवानामानन्दाः स एक इन्द्रस्यानन्दः श्रोत्रियस्य चाकामः तस्य ते ये शतमिन्द्रस्यानन्दाः स एको बृहस्पतेरानन्दः श्रोत्रियस्य चाकामः तस्य ते शतं बृहस्पतेरानन्दाः स एकः प्रजापतेरानन्दः श्रोत्रियस्य चाकामः तस्य ते ये शतं प्रजापतेरानन्दाः स एको ब्रह्मण आनन्दः श्रोत्रियस्य चाकामः तस्य स यश्चायं पुरुषे यश्चासावादित्ये स एकः स य एवं विद अस्माल्लोकात् प्रीत्य एतमन्नमयमात्मानमुपसङ्क्रामते एतं प्राणमयमात्मानमुपसङ्क्रामते एतं मनोमयमात्मानमुपसङ्क्रामते एतं विज्ञानमयमात्मानमुपसङ्क्रामति एतमानन्दमयमात्मानमुपसङ्क्रामति तदप्येष श्लोको भवते यतो वाचो निवर्तन्ते अप्राप्य मनसा सह आनन्दं ब्रह्मणो विद्वान् न बिभेति कुतश्च नीति एतगं हवावनतपति किमहगं साधुना करवं किमहगं पापमकरवमिति स य एवं विद्वानेते आत्मानग्गः स्पृणुते हुवे हि वैष एते आत्मानग्गः स्पृणुते य एवं वेद इत्युपनिषद ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ अथ श्रीकृष्णयजुर्वेदान्तर्गत तैत्तिरीयारण्यकान्तर्गत तैत्तिरीय उपनिषतो शिक्षा वल्ले प्रथमोऽनुवागः शान्तिमन्त्रः ॐ शन्नो मित्रः शं वरुणः शन्नो भवत्वर्यमा शन्न इन्द्रो बृहस्पतिः शन्नो विष्णुरुक्रमः नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्ते वायो त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वामेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्म वदिष्यामि ऋतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मामवतु तद्वक्तारमवतु अवतु माम् अवतु वक्तारम् ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ यस्माज्जातं जगत् सर्वं यस्मिन्नेव प्रलीयते येनेदन्धार्यते चैव तस्मै ज्ञानात्मने नमः यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं पदवाक्यप्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्ववेदान्ताः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम् तैत्तिरीयकसारस्य मयाचार्यप्रसादतः विस्पष्टार्थरुचीनां हि व्याख्येयं सम्प्रणीयते ॐ अथ द्वितीयोऽनुवाकः शिक्षाध्यायः ॐ शिक्षां व्याख्यास्यामः वर्णस्वरः मात्राबलं सामसन्तानः इत्युक्तः शिक्षाध्यायः. Salutations to the entire Rishi Muni Guru Devata Parampara, Sri Vedavyasa Rishi, Sri Agnivalkya Rishi, Sri Vaishambhayana Rishi, Sri Adya Shankara Rishi, and also our Guru Parampara, our Puja Gurudev. Two things today in the introduction. The first one is we are familiar with our world of Indriyas, Vishayas, and Vishaya Bhoga through Indriyas. And the theme in the spirituality is the Paramatma truth, about whom forget about the experience, even the understanding also at the very, very lowest level. Then what is the strength for us to pursue the spiritual sadhana at the cost of our worldliness or samsara, in which we are substantially seeing some perception, some experiences. Only thing is the faith in the gurus or the rishis as well as the shastra. There is no other way than the faith and in the guru and shastra, that which will make us pursue this path, in which everything in the beginning appears to be non understandable, vague, non comprehensible, not only non achievable, but sometimes even it appears that such thing is not at all there. Only faith is the thing. There is no second thing. Until we get established into such substantial, deeper sadhanas, It is only the faith which can make us consistently pursue this path. And the second point is actually what is the means of spiritual life, spiritual sadhana, what is non-spiritual, and samsara. Is only simple. We have to catch one basic point at least after some years of study which we are doing it. What is that basic point is? Be careful in listening. Everything other than Parabrahma is delusion, is illusion. Again, I am repeating, everything other than the Parabrahma Tattva, right from the Ishvara, through Brahma Deva, through Indradi Devatas, through Surya Chandradi Devatas, and all these Bhugolas, Navagrahas, Nakshatras, and on the Bhumi, whatever we see, animate, inanimate, gross and subtle, movable, immovable. Remember, from the standard point of Brahman, all this is unreal or delusion. Point 1. 2. Any delusion still appears to be real and catches up only when we give it the value through giving it the time, importance, and mind. Any delusory thing appears to continues to appear as real. Again, I am repeating. Any deluding thing continues to appear as real and makes us bound by it as long as we value it by giving it the time, the mind, and attention or efforts. Very basic things we are start talking. Basic is not simple. Basic means most crucial, most important things. And the power of delusion is that key. It deludes us with the worldliness. It deludes us with the value, importance, even the joy gained in the worldliness. And the power of delusion is such that it deludes us to say that there is nothing beyond it. And the power of delusion is such that it deludes us to say that we cannot go beyond this delusion. These are all the powers of delusion. Maya. Again, I am repeating. First of all, it makes us give value, importance, and time. Second, it makes us stuck up there with the illusory small little happinesses and pleasures. Third, it will never allow even to think about the possibility of something other than this, beyond this, as reality. Fourth thing, if at all we try to intellectually, because of some punya, some krupa of the gurus, try to understand about something beyond, the power of delusion makes us feel that it is impossible to rise above this world of delusion to reach to that. And once the impossibility aspect is convinced about, then all the efforts to come out of that becomes zero. Then we continue to be in the delusion. The more we try to rise above it and enter into spirituality, the more this delusion, the illusion, the Maya Shakti, our own earlier habits or vasanas, they try in all these tricks to make us hold on to this one. And if our mood is too much of Rajasic and Tamasic, as we are seeing in evening Bhagavata class, today we will conclude the Sattvaguna Lakshana and Rajas Tamas, we will try to see them. When we are in that Rajasic Tamasic, though, in Rajasic mood, the life of desire and desire fulfillment alone is possible. That sort of thing comes. And when that is added with the tamo guna, it becomes so impossible because of tamo guna for the intellect to get exposed to the Shastra and the knowledge given in the Shastra, and to get understanding also even about the presence of something called as Paramatma. That tamoguna is overpowering, refuses us, makes us, or refuses us, doesn't allow us even to understand it. So the Rajoguna makes us so indulgent in the world. Tamoguna will not allow us at all to think about it. Therefore, we will never be able to even have a thought or desire to come out of this world samsara. हमको लगता है इधर यही सब कुछ है और लगता है कि हम इसको छोड़कर नहीं रह सकते. Aggressive involvement in the worldliness or absolute weakness, not being able to come out of it. Like the child doesn't want to leave the comfort of the house and never want to enter into the discomfort zone of school to study in the beginning. Is it not? The youngsters doesn't want to give up their comfort zone of studying, watching the TV or cell phone enjoyment, and enter into that difficult zone of focusing on the career or the study. Just imagine what's happening in that child and the youth. Same happens in all the jivas, means you and me, wherein this comfort zone of identifying with the deha, the upadhi, and living the life of worldliness, appears impossible, more than impossible, appears to be not necessary to give it up. मैं इतना मजा में टीवी देख के एंजॉय कर रहा हूँ. Why should I leave the TV and take up that difficult thing called as studying the books? That sort of powerful logic, his addiction to the TV, etc., makes input by which the goal that I want to study the books and get a good job, career, all of that is defeated by this one powerful thought. Means what? Studying is difficult, watching TV is easy and enjoyable. He is into the deep conviction. It was so impossible for the entire family, father, mother, to tell him, "Beta, isme nahi hai re. It looks to be good, but it makes you dull-witted. It will never fetch you any professions further. You will fall in all aspects if you continue like this." They try to tell, but it doesn't click to that fellow. In the same way, to you and I, when it is told that this type of lifestyle is making us commit all the adharma and papa, because of which even this human life also we will not have. We will go to the naraka or we will enter into the animalistic yonis. When this is told, still we don't catch it. Even if it's sometimes appealing, we say, if jane do, if I have to go to Naraka, I'll go next life, never mind. But this life I will indulge, okay, if it is all through adharma and papa. To understand how the jivas, deeply hidden ignorance rooted as well as deeply rooted strong vasanas, never allow him even to pop or to look beyond even little. And to him to say that do all these sadhanas and rise above all that appears to be not required and impossible also. These I am talking about not those who are never coming to study Shastra, not about those who are fully indulgent in the world. It is about you and me who are in so many years our lives studying the Shastra, are in the company of saints, sages, and doing some sort of external upasana puja. हम सबका यही डीपली यही समस्या होता है. Now, how much patience, perseverance, effort from our side, along with the grace blessings of the Lord, are required to conquer this deeply rooted illusion or delusion. That not only we are convinced about the glory of the spiritual path, but also we enter into this path walking regularly seriously. Therefore, just studying Shastras, one or two Upanishads, or some lectures, or some Upasana, कुछ नहीं होता उससे. We have to travel this much of inner distance, transformation from within. Now, how to do about all that? See, there are only three things. नो फोर्थ थिंग. बेसिकली फर्स्ट बेसिक पॉइंट हम बताएंगे, फिर तीन थिंग बताए, तीन चीजें. फर्स्ट बेसिक पॉइंट है क्या है ना, यू हैव टू एस्केप माया, दैट्स इट. You can't fight with Maya to win the Maya. And everything other than Brahman is Maya, already told in the beginning. Everything other than Brahma is Maya. That Maya, being in that, we cannot win over it. The only way is by escaping it, not fighting. How do you escape it, sir? Only by engaging yourself in such a way that you are escaping that. Like you escape the scolding of father by acting as if you are engaged in studying when the father is scolding your brother or sister. Is it not? And the beautiful aspect is what? When we this way consciously engage in what we are going to say now, Maya for some time tries to test you, tries to pull you, tries to disturb you. But once you understand that this fellow is engaged seriously, sincerely, it starts losing its effect. It starts reducing its influence on us. That kindness, that beauty is there. Maya is like a dog. If you are throwing stone at it or hitting with the stick, then it also barks like that, reciprocates. But when you are quietly just patting it or tapping it or talking to it or even just going on your own way, it won't trouble you. Okay. In what we have to engage is in only three things, which we are doing, but not with clarity. One engagement of ours to escape Maya is engage fully in action. That should be related to the divinity. There's no other way. If you don't engage with action in the divinity, then the Maya will pull you to its activity of Kama, Krodha, of Raga, Dvesha, and the entire worldliness which we are doing every day. Ourselves are the example for it. Engage ourselves in activity. Then, second is what? Engage ourselves in the Upasana. This is the only way. There is no other way. That is what the million lakhs and lakhs of श्लोका जो हजारों हजारों शास्त्रों में लिखा है, उन सब में एक ही चीज बताया जा रहा है कि these are the three ways in engaging which you are escaping the Maya. Other than escaping Maya, there is no defeating his Maya is there. You just escape and go into the truth, go into the reality. That's it. Third one is engage in the jnanam through the high level of intellection about what is reality, adhisthana, what is superimposition, the adhyaropa. Engaging in activities, engaging in the upasanas, engaging in the knowledge. Then only the Maya is calmed down or quietened and we transcend. That is why the www dot instead of COM, you can put it as CALM, calm. Not what is the www? First W is work, 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 work. Second W is worship, 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 worship. Third W is wisdom, 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 wisdom. Then only the havoc played by the Maya in our life is calmed down. Then you go beyond this web of samsara into that web of Paramatma's Anubhuti. You know, it's all websites, no? This website is of all Sukha Dukkha, Bandha, and all that. That web is only of bliss and Ananda. वो भी web है ना? Web means it's not a binding web, it's a liberating web. In fact, you can't call it a web, it is infinite. Every Upanishad or every Shastra guides in this way only. There's no other way than this. You have the body, you engage it in dharma. So much that after engaging, you must be tired to sleep. Other than that, not even a minute time given to the Maya, called as the mind, to pull you into the identity with the Dehadi and Indriyadi and recognition of the objects and indulging. Like the horse going on the road pulling the cart. Suddenly it sees the pasture lands left, right side. Immediately it goes towards it. So what is done? उसके आंखों में पट्टी बांधते हैं so that it looks only on the road it goes on. Once it looks the other horses or any घास फूस इधर उधर, you can't control it later on. It becomes so much difficult for you as well as the horse also to be on the path on the road. It is always difficult to look at the grass and still control. Don't look at it. So whatever grass required is put it in that mouth, it goes on eating, energy के लिए तो चलते बढ़ो. This is called as dharma or karma yoga. Now we study Shastra so many years, yet these basic but most important things we don't understand. See, it is the only way in which I engage myself in karma and dharma that the one third of the delusion or the maya wherein I am only as a Jiva Deha indulging in the world that I can cross. One third crossing. And that is trained right from the childhood. And here in the Upanishad, let us come to the topic. What is taught is these three only, by which the entire delusion, which is other than Brahman, is made to be transcended by us so that we enter into the non deluding state of being one with the Brahma Anubhuti, which is so vague now, which is so unclear now to us about the Brahma. Even though we listen the word it is Sat Chid Ananda, उसका हमको लगता है हमने हजार बार सुना लेकिन समझ गया कोई कह भी नहीं सकते. बाकी तो बात समझने की है ही नहीं है. It has to be experienced. Even you try to understand. That stage it takes. Every Upanishad, and this Upanishad is doing that only. First, what did the Upanishad do to us? Mental preparation as well as invocation of the divine powers of the world, called as all the Devatas, through Shannomitra. And before Shannomitra, the Bhashyakara prepared us. Why only Brahma Vidya gives us mukti? That's the preparation. Then the invocation. Then in the first of the Siksha Adhyaya, with all our vigor and vitality, we are made to involve in the karma of learning bhasha with all the vyakarana till you master it completely. अब देखो ये करते करते ही समय इतना बीत जाता है कि you have no time at all for the Maya called as the laziness and sleepiness, which is the effect of Maya when we identify with the Deha, and there is no time at all for the second Maya called as senses to pull us toward the objects. You can see also in the child, teacher told in 2 hours I have to by heart and tell him, therefore I can't sleep. Teacher told to do it in 2 3 hours, the homework. I must do it, otherwise he'll scold me or he will not be happy or he'll insult me in the class. Therefore, I can't waste my time through senses in that or that indulgence. This is how it is achieved. Otherwise, there's no way. Otherwise, the nidra always appears to be good because the best is not yet experienced. When you experience the best, then you kick all that. But the best का problem क्या है ना? Only when you reach it down, then you know it's as best. Till that time, you have to believe that it is best. But about this nidra adi, it's an everyday anubhava. इतना मजा आ रहा है. About the sense objects is everyday anubhava. Every day you are putting the coffee on the tongue. That pleasure you are feeling, that is made us such a habitually addicted to that it goes on pulling us. सच ए पावरफुल delusion इट इज कि बिना कॉफी पे मैं क्लास में बैठूंगा ही नहीं, और हर बार क्लास के टाइम 2 कप कॉफी लग ही जाता है. वी मिक्स अप ब्रह्म विद्या विद द कॉफी, वी डोंट नो दैट वी आर इन delusion. He is made to involve in the grammar so much. Varna. Sometimes Guru to जानबूझकर, even though disciple is perfect in the Varna, he will tell him और भी homework करो. Not because he has not learned, because he has to be engaged now. कभी कोई बंदा ना जल्दी होमवर्क करके आता है, and he'll try to disturb other fellows who are doing it. Therefore he says और एक बार लिखो. So that he's engaged. Because he's not engaged in that constructive positive karma, then his mind will be so disturbed. He will become बंदर only उसके बाद, वो बंदा वो लड़का. इसलिए उस शैतान या भूत को एक ही काम, एक ही चीज बिजी रखो, then only he is saved. And this grammar which is being given to disciple to engage in karma fully is the one which is going to help later on to learn the Vedanta Jnana which the Guru is going to give through the Upanishad. Everywhere it is. Here we are talking about the grammar, the language, the Upanishad and Brahma. In every field, like I joined a mechanical company. I did mechanical engineer, I am given as a job. There in the beginning days, I have to only involve in understanding company, the equipment, the apparatus, my role, what I have to do. If I don't do that, that's called like a grammar here. I'll get distracted. Abhi, so many things like the other fellows, co-workers, उसके बारे में हमको कोई संबंध होना ही नहीं चाहिए. But if you don't value and give importance to this working and learning it, you make friends with that fellow. You want to go for having a cup of coffee. Then you become so close that you bunk the work, only start moving here and there. Then together you discuss about the boss or the other people. Yes, this is called Maya. This is called as samsara, which is not called for, which is not required. But every one of us have become habitually creators of samsara, and we think that is the way it is. मतलब जहां भी जाओ लोगों से बात करो, दोस्ती करो और फंसो. This is the only way. This is how we are indulgent. Like every day must have coffee, must have tea. Has it not become a compulsion to us? The most binding thing is taken as most compulsory thing. This is called as Maya. At large, the most binding thing that I am Jivaha Deho Osmi is appearing to be most binding thing called as I am Jiva Osmi Deho Osmi is appearing to be most compulsory thing now. How we are not able to understand also that this is how the meaning of getting bound by Maya. That's what I told you yesterday in another class also. Power of Maya is it binds us and it makes us not know that we are bound. नशा का नशा हमको नशा पिला के ये जानने ही नहीं देता कि तुम नशे के हावी बन गए. माया इज ए नशा. So when he's told Varna perfectly सीखो, Swara सीख करो, then you must learn the Matra. That child, right from beginning, if he is disciplined in an activity, he will throughout life will be that way. In the beginning, he is not engaged in the action. Later on, you can never control. That's why one of the most important thing to discipline the children right from the beginning is keep on giving him constructive creative activity. Else he will hit your head if you have. Otherwise he will just destroy himself. कीप ऑन डोंट सी 1.5 साल का भी हो गया उसको बस पानी काम देते जाना पानी इधर से उधर ले जाना वो काम कराना नहीं तो उस शैतान उसके अंदर आएगा. The Satan of sleep, Satan of restlessness, Satan for some indulgent, उसको सेल फोन चाहिए, उसको ये चाहिए, वो चाहिए. A very intelligent mother who is uneducated. Only uneducated mothers are intelligent as mothers. She knows this shaitan इसके अंदर आ रहा है, तुरंत बेटा बेटा वो काम करो, वो काम करो. Engage. Remember that child doesn't know that he is becoming shaitan. You know as a mother, so you have to teach. So to you and I don't know that we are becoming shaitan. Our guru like mother, our shastra like mother, no. Therefore, they are putting us in the karma dharma. The sample of that in the text is Shiksha Adhyaya. See that Shiksha Adhyaya is the basic for further study of Upanishads, which is communicated through language and grammar. You must know it. Second is while studying Shiksha Adhyaya, we are trained to be focused or engaged in an activity, and this is the only way we are protected from the infinite Maya. What is infinite Maya? If you cannot do or study the grammar, other than that, there are million things for you to do, appear to be doing, appear to be important. Each of them will take us away from Paramatma. Therefore, million things are not told for him. Grammar सीखो, उसी में रहो. मात्रा. Then, sir, I have learned मात्रा वर्ण हो गया, स्वर हो गया, मात्रा. Where is balam? विशेष प्रयत्न दिखाओ मेरे को. Then where is your Sama? Where is your Santana? Engage, engage. Iti yuktah shikshadhyayah. Then the moment he is engaged in the activity, a time where his mind intellect is not much developed, some age is crossed up to the 8, 6, 7, 9, 10, 12 years. That time slowly the mind comes into function, activity, with its things and beings looking here and there, observing, comparing, and feeling good as well as bad. And towards whatever good is felt, he feels like getting attached to, and whatever he feels like bad, it gets detached to. See, that's why you observe the children up to the age of 8, 9, 10. They fight on any issue, but immediately they forget those two. They are more oriented on action than the emotion. But as they grow to the 12, 13 years, you can observe them, the emotion of attachment starts. Then in the school, they start becoming the groups. ये हमारा group है हमारा. So emotions are growing. No, the emotions of attachment to the world again is the biggest Maya. Leave it to that, the capacity of having emotion. If you leave it to that, it will fully engage in creating friends and enemies. See the children in the school, dost or dushman. Throughout the day, they discuss only about the fellows whom they think as enemies. And this group whom they think as enemy, they are together only wasting time in doing everything except studying. They are together for 10 years, but they never constructively think something and do something other than wasting time, their mutual attachment or aversion to the other group. Clear? All of us are also like that. Then what is the second way? Therefore, to avoid the, or as the main word I spoke in the beginning, to escape the second third of the Maya. Three thirds may one third is through engaging in the karma, for example, this learning of grammar. Second third is escaped. The Maya is by engaging the mind in the upasana so that it is freed from the raga or dvesha toward the people or the things from whom some seeming benefit or seeming loss is coming. You can't avoid things that are happening in the world. That is samashtime. When you attend to them, then you observe it, you experience them, then you label them and good as bad, good or bad, and you get attached with raga dvesha. Once those raga dvesha come, I told you no, It is not raga dvesha towards a person is only problem, though it's a problem. The problem is the habit of creating ragas and dveshas. You observe it throughout our life. Whomever we see, जैसे कुत्ते को देखते हैं, व्यक्ति व्यक्ति को देखते हैं, कोई या होगा राग या होगा द्वेष थोड़ा सा. You never seen divinity at all. Did we ever practice seeing divine in any being throughout our life? Not even in Guru we see. In Guru also we have Raga Dvesha. That's what I'm meaning by saying that it has become a habit. Because at that time when the mind is developing, he was not made to escape that bad habit. He was not trained to escape that bad habit. Then he got that bad habit as a training. And then the children are asked by the stupid parents, बेटा बताओ तुमको क्या पसंद है, क्या पसंद नहीं है. More murkha bewakoof parents than this I don't see anywhere. Those who are training the children to tell what they like or dislike. Are murak, what are you nonsense talking about like or dislike? If it is required, you take. If you don't require, leave it. It should be, that's all. But do you think it understood? एंड स्टूपिड मदर, मेरे बेटे को पसंद है इसलिए मैं इसको जंक फूड बना रही हूँ, मेरे बेटे को पसंद है इसलिए खिलौना ला रही हूँ. सत्यानाश कर रही है उस बच्चे का. हाउ कैन यू टॉक अबाउट पसंद ना पसंद? दैट इज व्हाट माया, नो. दैट इज व्हाट माया, दैट इज अ माइंड, दैट इज राग द्वेष. You have to eat this food. Who asked you whether you like it or not? That is the training should be given to the child. You see that personality, he'll never have the choice of like and dislike. He says it is required or good for me, I took it, that's all. But are we living today life based on what is good or living on the basis of what I like or dislike? None, not even one is thinking about what is good. All are thinking based on like, dislike. We have not got the friends who are good. We have the friends because we like them. We don't have the house stayed because it is very good for us. No, it's only we like it. Everything is based on like this. That's what samsara. That is Maya. We don't even understand that likes and dislikes are Maya and it is trapping me. नहीं आता समझ में हमको, हम उसी में फंसे रहते हैं. ये स्वामी हमको पसंद नहीं है. अरे बेवकूफ, व्हाट आर नॉनसेंस. ही इज टीचिंग उपनिषद वेदांत, यू स्टडी सब्जेक्ट. व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय आई डोंट लाइक हिम एंड ऑल? How can you talk him in that way? No, his English I don't like. His way of expression I don't like. Ah, in all these observance, the Brahma Vidya which is being taught, you're not even valuing that. I like that God. I what? How can you say that is wrong? That is wrong habit. Do you think people will like this idea if I say that it is not right to say I like it or I don't like that? They don't like even this idea. Swami, I don't like to listen from you that you say I should not have likes and dislikes. Therefore, I was liking you before you said like this. Now I am starting to dislike you. आया बात समझ में कैसे हम फंस रहे हैं. Therefore, in this second, next portion of this Taittiriya Upanishad Valli, through his five Samhita Upanishads, we are given a training for mind to get engaged in Upasana while observing the natural phenomena that are seen in this world. Upasana is engaging our mind respectfully, reverentially in observing and acknowledging some sacred phenomena that are happening. That is Upasana. Like you see the world, and who is the one who is doing art? The Lord. Therefore, you are in that awe and veneration and reverence. You are just attending to the Lord. That's called Upasana. If that attitude is not developed, then the mind looks into the contents of the world and it starts projecting the likes, dislikes. और एक बार हो गया, then the life is gone. That life is gone once your likes and dislikes, you are living on the basis of that. You may study all Shastra, that's different. That academic study koi bhi kar sakta hai. But what is your life? Only based on I like this person, I don't. Or samsar ho gaya yaar, then when will you see Brahma? When do you discover the truth, the reality behind all this phenomena of the name and form? Impossible it is. Therefore, after Siksha Adhyaya, Bhagavan gave us Aduna Samhita Upanishad Uchyate. Now the Samhita Upanishad is said. Here Samhita means what is said as Samhati in the above. When the fifth one was explained, sixth one, what is that? Santanaha. What is Santana? You see? Santanaha Santatihi Samhitaha iti arthaha. Samhita. Santanaha means Santati, means continuation. What is the continuation of the training given in the grammar there? The ability to continue without break or wasting the time while uttering the mantra slokas wherever it is possible by bringing the words together through the samhita or sandhi. Continuous engaging in using the words to communicate the meaning without the break by applying some sandhi rules. Samhita is called as that. And that's what we do in our Vyavahara. Like when I'm saying these sentences to you, I am using my tone and tune and language and speed and all to convey the thought to you, and you are tuned to me. Therefore, you are actually understanding that one. And what is happening here? Santana is going on. Samhita is going on. Where the continuous utterance of the word is called as Santanam, in which the Samhita is happening, where the mixture of the words are made, they are brought together through some grammar rule so that the utterance is effortless, but it is conveying the meaning to you. Santanaha, Santanam, Santatihi, Samhita. That Samhita Upanishad is said in this next portion. Wherein that Sandhi rules which we learned there, A plus A plus A. So how those things are happening? And don't limit your knowledge of the grammar only to the grammar. But the knowledge of the grammar where the letters combine to bring out the new letter, be attentive. Observe that in the world also. That is called as upasana. And when you observe the things that are happening in the world, you are remaining as an observant only. You are no more a person of projection. In this world, by Lord's Kripa or grace or Sankalpa, things are happening. That's it. There's nothing to project about it, label about it, imagine about it. All these projections, labelings, imagination, or Jiva Srishti, in which we get bound. That's called samsara. See, and a bird is flying. In the Lord's creation, that's the beauty, the bird is flying. Okay, you enjoy it. Anything other than that, that this bird should fly continuously, it should fly a little higher than that, and other birds don't fly like this, or there's other bird which is better than this. Where are all of these things? Are they not in our own mind? That creates samsara. Bird flying is a phenomena. You observe it. There is it's over. Anything other than that is maya, projection of mind that binds us. And also, these birds should fly every day, and the next day you come and the bird is not there, then you get disappointed. You are disappointed next day not because the bird is not there, but because you expected it is next day. Is it not like if you don't come to a class? I am disturbed not because you did not come, but I expected that you are regular. And your regularity and what it is your possibility, your choice. I should never have right on that, authority on that. I can try to convey my subject or all that thoroughly. to inspire you, to impress you. That's all. That is also, it's not a performance to inspire or impress you. It's a truth spoken. The Guru speaks truth. Whoever are able to catch, catch. Don't catch, catch. It doesn't matter. He doesn't even look at that. I am talking on Shastra, that's it. Aloud thinking I am doing. The highest level of Guru, आंख बंद करके बोलते रहेंगे. जो सुनेगा मुक्त होएगा, नहीं सुनेगा वो रहेगा. How will you be bound about it? Like a great bhajankar, kirtanakar. He is given a chance to sing, he just closes eyes and sings for the Lord. He will never observe who is ताली बजा रहा है, who चल के उठ के चले जा रहा है, कौन सो रहा है, या कौन से मालाएं फैल पैर रहे हैं उनके ऊपर. He is not, I am singing for my Lord. हो गया. It's not a performance, it's an offering. Chote Sadguru speaks on Upanishads about the truth. That's it. That, by the way, ultimate. And yet, I'm just giving an example. The training of observing what is happening with respect and reverence, not projecting anything beyond, is called as Upasana. That my parents take care of me. How wonderful it is. Without them, how can I be alive? Thank you, my parents. The Lord is in form of you. Upasana. Stick to that only. Anything other than, when you look at other children getting more from their parents than you, then you expect from the parents also, but they can't afford to do that, then you become angry with them. These are all not required. It is samsara. Like, instead of getting what is given in this class, you listen to the lecture of other person and you like it more and you compare with this. It is really more useful, go there, but don't go with the samsara of comparison. If really वाक्य वो अच्छा पढ़ा रहे हैं, आपको ज़्यादा समझ में आ रहा है, if their sadhana is there in that genuinely, you go. But not because I don't like, therefore I am taking badla by going there, by not coming. Some of the people take revenge on me. I am angry with them, therefore they don't come, they go somewhere. Arey, it's all samsara. Therefore, this second thing is Samhita Upanishad is equal to Upasana is done by using the grammar rules, how the sandhis are made. Two words are brought together by a sandhi ruler in such a way that the utilization of those words is made easier while communicating. जैसे हमने कल इतना एग्जाम्पल दिया, रामा त्रागच्छतु and all that we gave, here we will see that. And that way, in the entire world, nothing but what's happening is the sandhi by the grace of Paramatma. We only have to see it. That's called as Upasana. That makes us qualified for who is the one who is making this sandhi or sandhana, to ask about it, to have jignasa. Then at the third level of inquiry, when we become qualified, then we are shown the Brahma Tattva, in whose mere presence all this is appearing to be happening. Is it not? And that Parabrahma expressing his Ananda and bliss of infinite power in the form of this imaginary temporary world. Mhm. Is it not? Like a great singer. He is a great person. He has a power of singing and he is expressing that for his own joy. That the songs which he sings outside is expressing his power called as Maya, because the singing is never there all the time. He is there always. Before the song he was there. After the song he is there. During the song he is there. Song comes and goes. That is his power. It is not reality. But his real power of being he is expressing through that song. It's a joy. Joy expressed is singing. Joy seeking through singing is called samsara. Let us chant this one. Adhuna Samhita Upanishad Upachade. Before the Jnana Upanishad, here the Samhita Upanishad means Upasana Yukta Upanishad is start. Because we have to learn to focus our mind's attention to observe the phenomena that is happening and develop the respect, reverence towards it without labeling. Only when this training is done sufficiently, then after which, when the Guru tells, Beta, all this, how much or substantial it is appearing, it is only the appearance level, not real. It is only because the upadhis it is appearing like that. When you transcend upadhi, these are all not there. What is there is only pure Brahman. To catch that fact, you will be trained, prepared if we get training like this. देखो जो गुरु कह रहे हैं वो सुनना वो एक ट्रेनिंग है जो शास्त्र कह रहा है वो सुनना एक ट्रेनिंग है then engaging the body in activity is another training engaging the mind in upasana another training engaging the intellect in another training in the inquiry is another training in this way we are pulled out from the world and taken to show the reality this is what the upanishads or gurus do when we totally surrender to them. Total surrender to Guru is not doing, not feeling, not thinking anything other than what Guru says. Anything other than what the Guru says we are doing, we don't have surrender or we are not allowing Him to help us out, then we will be falling trapped to our own Maya mind. गया फिर उसके बाद once from the mukti giving Guru, Shastra and Satsang, we go away, we have entered into Bandhan. Again, after only 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 lives, even 1000 lives, पता नहीं मिलेगा कि नहीं मौका. Don't you see the people in the world engaged in the worldliness and taking that alone as reality? In that only competition, frustration, struggle, success and failure. We also are like that only, by the way. Theoretically, at least we are understanding, though practically we are also like that. Today that fellow did not say good morning, the coffee did not come in time, and some friends are coming to trouble. Everything is samsara. सहनौ यशः सहनौ ब्रह्मवर्चसम् अथा तत्संहिताया उपनिषदं व्याख्यास्यामः पञ्चस्वधिकरणेषु अगेन सहनौ यशः सहनौ ब्रह्मवर्चसम् अथा तत्संहिताया उपनिषदं व्याख्यास्यामः Panchaswadhikaraneshо. So, our regular way of studying is first mantra artha, what it means literally. Then the antarartha, paramartha, as Bhashyakara guides us in. So, saha means both of us. Now, saha means together. Now means both of us. सहना भवतु तो अब हर दिन पढ़ते हो मतलब लास्ट 2 years almost at least 2000 times you have chanted it है ना 2 years every day and every day we are doing 4 times average so 2800 हो गया we have done it so we know what is the meaning of saha and now so saha together now for both of us yashaha that yashaha you have to add bhavatu maybe both of us the speaker and spoken the teacher and taught the guru and disciple, the acharya and shishya, both of us get the yashaha. This is the literal meaning. Yasha of what? Bhashyakara will tell us. Like in the earlier Shanti mantra, Sahana avatumam. How he commented it? Avatumam, mam whom? Vidyarthinam. How the protection he is seeking there? Vidya samyojanena. Because that is the topic, that is the context, that is the purpose. Why he comments Shankara Bhagwan that protection is by Vidya Samyojanam? Two things. Because that is the purpose and for which the disciple came to Guru. Second is, if that commentary is not given, then anything else one can take as an understanding, which is a misunderstanding. Therefore, the only protection we have to seek from the Vayu as a disciple is Vidya Sanyojanam. Because that is the thing which protects us, no? From Maya, from samsara, and gets us liberated. And you are with the Guru only to get Vidya. That's why he said, Mam Vidyarthanam Vidya Samyojanena. अब विद्या संयोजन से ही विद्यार्थी की रक्षा होती है कि नहीं या अविद्या संयोजन से होता है You'll have to say like that. So to Acharya Maud, what protection Acharya needs is already in the Brahma Jnanam. So in this context, he is an acharya. To me, he is a teacher. Therefore, he should have the vaktrutva samarthya. Therefore, acharyam vaktrutva samarthya samyojya nena avatu vaktaram. वक्ता को वक्तृत्व सामर्थ्य के संयोजन से आप उनका रक्षा करो. See the subtlety and perfection in the commentary of Shankara, which shows how highly intelligent he is. This is at our language we are talking. Intelligent. But there is divinity through him. Here also he will explain us. Yasha means what? Sahanau yashaha. But the meaning is, may both of us, the speaker and spoken, have the yasha. Only yasha you are happy with? No. Sahanau brahma varchasam. Let both of us have the brahma varchas. Brahma varchas is in first general meaning, then particular meaning. General meaning what? Anything we do, uska asar hamare upar dikhna hai. Like if you eat food, you should have the effect of that in the form of contentment and energy. If you are diseased, if you take the medicine, the effect of medicine in the form of curing of the disease should happen on us. If you have friends in our life, the joy of having friends and benefited by him should be seen. If you have sufficient money, I should have that feeling of security. If I have parents and my devotion toward them, I have again security, protection by them. In the same way, if I am studying Brahma Vidya, I must have Brahma Varchas. If I practice Sangeetam, I must know singing, no? If I am practicing a sport, I must master it. That should express through me. In the same way, we are studying Brahma Vidya, therefore the Brahma Varchas should be there in both of us. This Brahma Varchas is not to show off to others, but it is within me. Like I am a singer is not a showing off. I am devotee of my parents is not a showing off thing. It's a natural, beautiful quality. In the same way, the Brahma Varchas is a self-confidence wherein I am the Brahma Vidyarthi. That protects me from not doing anything other than that. So may it happen to both of us. And what it is, Shankar Bhagavan commentary, we will see study. So Sahano Vesha, Sahano Brahma Varchasam, then Ataha, Idanim, Ataha, therefore. Atha means now, Ataha means therefore. What is now and therefore? He will tell it. This Athato Brahma Jignasa, Athato Karma Jignasa, Atha Yoga Anushasanam, all there, Athato Bhakti Vyakya Syamaha. Ataha, these words are always there in Upanishads, in all sutras. Karma Sutra, Yoga Sutra, Bhakti Sutra, Jnana Sutra and all. So Ataha, and Atha, right now, Ataha, therefore, what are you teaching? Guru says, Shruti Mata says, Samhitayaha Upanishadam Vyakya Syama. We are doing Vyakhyana of Samhita Upanishad. This is a literal meaning. So what is the meaning of Samhita? What is the meaning of Upanishad? It will be explained. Vyakya Syama already explained. We are, the Chankshi Pratyaya, Kya is the Adesha, we and are the Upasarga. Therefore, the sentence or the word Vyakya Syama grammatically came like that. But the meaning of that is, we are going to expound for you exhaustively. What was the thing which was expounded there in the second prakarana? Siksha. And what is expounded here? Samhita Upanishad Vyakyasyama. Then Brahma Vidyam Vyakyasyama. So Siksha Vyakhyanam, Samhita Upanishad Vyakhyanam, Brahma Vidya Vyakhyanam. Samhita Upanishad means using the Sandhi rules which we were learning in the first or second Prakaranam or Anuvaka, doing the Upasana. Here Upanishad means Upasana. Because I tell you, there is a trick of all the Upanishadic rishis to confuse us and through confusing making us subtler. We understood Upanishad means Brahma Vidya. But actually, Upanishad is a Brahma Vidya, is a Jabardasti meaning given by Shankaracharya. But literal meaning kya hai? Upanishad means Upa means near, Ni means niche, Shada means sitting. So literally if you see the meaning of Upanishad means Upasana. Because Upa and Asana, Upa and Sada, both are same, no? Sada and Asana are same, Upa and Upa is same. Therefore Upanishad means Upasana only. Therefore, what is the meaning of Upanishad? Upasana. Therefore, Upasana I am telling you. But later on, when Brahma Vidya comes, Brahma Vidya ke time, Upasana is not the meaning of Upanishad. At that time, the meaning of Upanishad is Upanipurvasya Sadehe Dhatoho Visharanagati Avasadhanam. है ना? Samsara Avasadhanam, Visharanam, Avidya Avasadhanam, Ajnanaka, then Brahma Gamanam will be the meaning at that time. So here by saying Samhita Upanishad Uchyate, Vyakyasyamaha, we get confused कि मतलब यहाँ ब्रह्म विद्या दे रहे हैं because उपनिषद means ब्रह्म विद्या. Is it not? That's what Upanishad Shabdena Vidya Uchyate. That's what the Bhashya. Therefore, when the word came Upanishad, therefore Brahma Vidya is starting, we think. No, 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 here not that definition of Upanishad which means Brahma Vidya. Here the definition or meaning of Upanishad is Upasana. So using the Samhita, the Sandhi, how we have to do the Upasana of the phenomena that is happening in the world. Not projecting anything beyond. Observe it, study it, that's it. And here 5 examples are given to you. These are only samples. With these 5 examples given as sample when we train ourselves, everything in the world, millions and million things that are happening are nothing but the upasana. Means upasana yogya for us. Means, as I said 10 minutes back, the happenings in this world by the grace of the Lord, which we have to see it and enjoy. More than that, we should not project anything on that because of our raga dvesha. Everything is upasana, like Surya Bhagavan. Coming, giving light, going. Use the light, that's all. Where is the samsara? Don't project it. The clouds come. Rainy season, clouds cover the sun. Sun is not seen. It's only a phenomena. You have to do the upasana of that. Other than that, पता नहीं बादल क्यों आए अब sun नहीं दिख रहे. This is samsara. By this samsara, you are suffering. You are not going to change the phenomena. For your frustrated mind, the world will not change. Like how much ever I become frustrated, do you change for me? You will go in your own way. If I am intelligent, what I will see, I do upasana of you. Means I will only observe whatever you are doing without any projection or reaction. This is called liberation. Bhukampa ho gaya. What you can do? If you are a government official, government head of the government, you sanction the money. If you are NDRF, go and help them. If you are only a onlooker from far off distance, pray to the Lord, send some money and feel some sympathy. If you are a part of the place where the Bhukampa is happening, go into the Bhumi. That's all. Only doing this is Upasana. Anything other than ये भूमाता को पता नहीं क्यों गुस्सा आया वगैरह, these are all your projection. That is called the play of Maya in the form of mind, which is projecting. Is it not? You did something wrong, knowingly or unknowingly, then you are punished. So take the punishment and improve yourself not to do it again. What is there to project about this boss is so bad, so wrong? Why didn't he forgive me? He forgives everybody else. All of this is samsara. That is a play of the mind by which it's creating raga dvesha. On the basis of that, we are only reacting all the time. This is called samsara, which is not required. Now, by this upasana of Samhita, what happens, the mind is arrested from its unnecessary projections. Arresting the mind's projection is mukti. Then only you will be able to see the truth as it is later on. जो हो रहा है ना उसको देखते हुए आप उसका उपासना करोगे ना. देखते हुए उपासना करना मतलब देखना ही उपासना है और कुछ नहीं करना. लेटर ऑन जो नहीं हो रहा है वो हमको दिखाएंगे. Because of the training of seeing what is happening as it is without projecting, that in which nothing is happening, when it is shown, you will see it as it is, called Brahma. Later on, to show us the Brahma Tattva, the trainings are given. The doing training in the beginning, thereafter, observing and accepting the training, later on, just seeing and being. Observing and accepting is Upasana. Seeing and being is liberation through jnana. Knowing and doing is your karma in the beginning. Knowing means being taught by the teacher and doing the grammar and all that. So we have explained to you the literal meaning. Sahanau yashaha, let both of us have the yasha. Sahanau brahmavarchasam, may we both have the brahmavarchas. Then ataha, now therefore samhitaya upanishadam vyakyasyamaha. We are giving the vyakyana of the Samhita Upanishad. Samhita means Sandhi, Upanishad means Upasana. Means how to use the Sandhi rules of grammar in doing the Upasana. How are you teaching the Panchasu Adhikaraneshu? With the five adhikaranas, with five substratums or examples. पांच अधिकरणों को उदाहरण के रूप में लेकर आपको संधि रूल लेकर कैसे उपासना करना है हम सिखा रहे हैं. And what are those five? Adhilokam, Adhijyautisham, Adhividyam, Adhiprajam, Adhyatmam. So, Loka Sambandhi, Jyotisha Sambandhi, Vidya Sambandhi, then Praja Sambandhi or Adhyatma Sambandhi. Five examples we are giving to train you for the Samhita. Later on, wherever you go, you will apply the Sandhi rule and observe the things that are happening. It is so entertaining, so interesting, so beautiful it would be. In that engagement, what's happening? Mind is engaged in observing, therefore its observing capacity is growing, and mind is not allowed to project. Because the things which are happening, you can't change them. You only have to accept. When you accept, no, you don't need to project. When you don't accept, then you want something else, that's called projection. That's called samsara. So let us see the Bhashyakara, what he says. Beautiful thing is Tatra. Tatra means what? In this sequence of teaching we receive from the Guru when we are in Gurukula, Tatra, and here in this Aduna Samhita Upanishad Uchyate is this Bhashya, no? Tatra means in that Upasana Prakriya. So he is continuing his Bhashya, though the mantra has come in between. So Aduna Samhita Upanishad Uchyate Tatra, in that Samhitadi Upanishad Parijnana Nimittam Yat Yasha Prapyate Tat Nau Avayoho Shishya Acharyoho Saha Eva Astu. This is what Saha Nau Yasha is explained. What is that? Ki Tatra Samhita Adi Upanishad Parijnana Nimittam Yat Yasha Prapyate. What is the yasha here? The yasha is success. What is success here? Parijnanam. What is the Parijnanam success here? That the teacher has taught the disciple has fully learnt it. So the teaching of the Guru to the disciple, learning of the disciple from the Guru, that teaching is called as Parijnanam. In that Parijnanam of the learning of what Guru is teaching, that success itself is called as Yashaha. May we get that. And what is being taught by the Guru to the disciple here? Samhita Upanishad. And what is Samhita Upanishad? Using Sandhi rule and doing the Upasana. तो मैं पहले हिंदी में बताता हूँ, देन इंग्लिश में कि हाँ वो विजय जिसमें गुरु ने डिसाइपल को संहिता उपनिषद का परिज्ञान दिया, वो गुरु का विजय हो गया और उसको यथातथ शिष्य ने भी उस ज्ञान को स्वीकार किया, वो उनका विजय हो गया. उस विजय यश हम दोनों को मिले. Sahanau yashaha. May we both have the yasha. It's not the yasha outside somebody is appreciating. It is the inner yasha. I feel myself great. Why? Because I succeeded. In what? In teaching you Samhita Upanishad. Samhita Upanishad Parijnana Nimittam Yashaha. To me as a teacher, because I could teach you exhaustively fully. May it happen means what? It is a commitment and prayer done in advance. Before the Samhita Upanishad is taught. They were both are committed, like today's match. The finals we must win only. In this way, when the captain tells all of them, then the special enthusiasm comes. See, the first qualifier we lost, then we gathered together, then we planned out, we worked, we rectified our mistakes. Therefore, right from the beginning, we were aggressive both in bowling and batting. Therefore, we won the match yesterday. Somebody. It was in the advance. Now, what about the next match? Whatever is in our hands, we are planning to do. On that day, whoever does better, they are the winners. That's how the life goes through or the sports go through. Along with your talent, your opportunity, your luck, सब मिलकर खुश the goal is how best we have trained ourselves and performed. Here also, in anticipation that we are going to do this giving of Samhita Upanishad by the Guru, Acharya, receiving of the Samhita by the disciple, become successful, we are in advance committing to each other. Like they gather together, the entire team of the hockey, football, rugby, उनसे फिर यहाँ भी आया वो ऐसे झुककर बातें करते हैं कुछ 2-4 मिनट. So they just encourage each other, hold on to their breath, bring their minds together, integrate mutually, and commit to each one that my role of keeping or bowling or batting or whatever, I will fully do it. Though 3 minutes they take. Then they disperse to their respective places and pray. In the same way, here Guru and disciple are coming together. Sahanau Yashaha. Means what? May we become successful in your pursuit. Pursuit of Guru is to give to disciple, and pursuit of disciple to receive from the Guru. Don't give back to Guru. What is that? Parijnanam. About what? Samhita Upanishad. So, Samhita Adi Upanishad Parijnana Nimittam. Yad Yashaha Prapyate Tat Nau Avayoho Shishya Acharyo Sahayeva Astu. Maybe both. Otherwise, with all the efforts done, if there is a dissatisfaction, disappointment that I couldn't teach you from my side, and from your side you didn't understand, then that will be a failure, no? Every day we feel that. I feel like not yet fully justified, therefore next day same topic is done little more. How do you receive? I don't know, लेकिन मुझे contentment होता है, मुझे अंदर से यश होता है. Today we have spoken about these shamadamadi or sattva guna lakshanas nicely. Not maybe not be exhaustively. At least whatever I know, that I try to say. Ever did I quote from Gita? Yeah. Upanishads? Yeah. Did we quote from Vivek Chudamani and all other things? Sab ho gaya, अच्छी तरह yashaha. It is unexplainable to others. And it is not an arrogance that I could do it. It is a joy inside. May that yasha, not because somebody is appreciating, but because we did well from within, come to both of us. And there are very sublime things, hundreds of them. I don't want to say all of them. One is one, like the disciple is asked by Guru, Beta, did you do well? समझ गए? Yeah, समझ गया हूँ. Then Shishya will also ask, Guru Maharaj, आपने कहा पूरा और कुछ कहना है? नहीं बेटा मैंने पूरा कह दी. So my telling is complete, your listening and learning is complete. Thus our mission is accomplished. Of what? Serving Shruti Mata. Serving the Rishi Parampara, helping ourselves in the growth through spirituality, conveying to the subsequent generations that we are an example. Now, all these can be added in that. That's what I said. In those exhaustive explanations, I'm going in, not going into. Straight away, Bhashyakara. संहिता उपनिषदादि परिज्ञान निमित्तम संसितादि उपनिषद परिज्ञान निमित्तम यद यशा प्राप्यते तत् नौ अवयोः नौ अवयोः शिष्य आचार्योः सह एव अस्तु. With both of us have the yasha of Samhita Upanishad Parignan. Guru gave to disciple, disciple took from the Guru. So, the Samhita Upanishad, I am again repeating, Samhita means Sandhi, Sandhan Karna. Upanishad means Upasana. मतलब उपासना करने का प्रैक्टिस दिया जा रहा है अनुसंधान नामक संधि रूल से, संधियों से. क्लियर? नो सेकंड वन तत् निमित्तम चेत ब्रह्मवर्चसम तेजः. Now, when you have done the Samhita Upanishad proper knowledge and practice of it, then the Brahmavarchas Teja comes to us. So here, in fact, this prayer is going for not only the Upasana, though it is mentioned for the Upasana, but the Bhashyakara, that is why carefully he added a word called as Adi. Do you observe it? Samhita Adi Upanishad Parignyana. What is the Upanishad Pariknyanam? Adi is not only in doing Upasana, but later on when we are going in for the Jnanam of Brahma Vidya, Brahma Tattva Jnana. For that also we should have the Yasha. That Upasana I conveyed, you got it, you did it, you got benefit, therefore we got the Yasha. Not only that, the Jnanam I am going to convey to you, you will get that also, you practice that also, you get the Yasha. Of practice, of success in practice, not in the success of the practice. करने में सफलता, करने का सफलता, दोनों अलग है कि नहीं? करने में सफलता इज वन, वो करने में सफलता का फल अलग होता है ना, दैट इज अनदर वन, दैट इज ब्रह्म वर्चस हियर. So when you do the upasana has its own varchas. That there is a confidence that I have done my upasana well towards my devatas. I am very confident that they are going to bless me. If I don't do it well, I myself know I have not done Abhishekam today well, therefore I know he will not bless me. Like the child knows I didn't do my homework properly, I know will less marks only I'll get. I didn't answer few questions in the exam, so I know these marks will not come to me. But on the other day, when it says that I've answered all of them, it's fully confidence ki 10 on 10 I'll get it. So to here also the yasha is both of upasana and brahma jnana later on, that I taught, guru will feel, the disciple also feels that I have learned it. It's theoretical. But when it is practiced, practice not for the guru because already in the brahma varchas. For the disciple, he will have the brahma jnana and brahmanubhuti that gives the different expression through him also, which was there in the guru all the time, that brahma varchas. That's called brahma varchas. That's what he says. Second one, sahayevastu tan nimittam cha. Tat nimittam means when that upanasana is learnt and practiced, brahma vidya learned and practiced and experienced, because of these two. That is the meaning of the word tan nimittam. Tan nimittam cha yat brahma varchasam. What is brahma varchasam? Tejaha. That the teja, the different expression. Like when I don't know the driving. So confused and low in my opinion. ये सब हंसते हैं, कहते हैं तुम्हें ड्राइविंग ही नहीं आता, बेकार है यार तुम. But now 3 months I tried and learned. The tejas is different, no? The confidence is different. Every achievement has its own tejas. That of varchas. Here it is about Brahma Anubhuti. Therefore it is Brahma tejas and Brahma varchas. Therefore, Brahma Varchasam, that is Tejaha, Tatcha, that also Saha Eva Astu, that also should be on both of us. Iti, no correction is done by, means correct meaning is given by Shankara Bhagavan. If he doesn't come to give us the knowledge or the Bhashya properly, we enter into a big doubt, confusion, mistake. What is he commented first, that we will do? If that comment is not given, what mistake would have happened, that I'll explain later. First, what he explained, he said, that Brahma Varchasam means that Teja. What is that Brahma Varchasam Tejasa? The Brahma Jnana Pane ka Karan banne wala Brahma Varchasya Teja. Tatacha Saha Eva Astu. That also should be to both of us. Now, should be to both of us, please remember, it is not Guru's words. It is only Shishya Vachanam Ashihi. It is only the Vani of the Shishya, not the Guru. Why? Shishyasya hi akrutarthatvat prarthana upapadyate. Are why Brahma Varchasa should happen is a prarthana valid only for the disciple who is not at Kritartha now. He has come only as student, उनको तो ब्रह्म ज्ञान नहीं मिला, इसलिए वो ब्रह्म ज्ञान या ब्रह्म वर्चस चाहिए. In that way he can do प्रार्थना, not the guru. Why? Because na acharyasya. Why? Krutarthatvat. Because acharya is already in the brahma anubhuti, brahma jnana, therefore brahma varchas. Otherwise, what will happen if this definition Shankar Bhagavan doesn't give? Then we imagine the disciple, guru also ignorant. Then if the guru is ignorant, disciple ignorant, then what is said in Katha Mundaka Upanishad, that the blind leading the blind, that will be applied here. Then instead of realizing the truth through Brahma Vidya, they will only fall in the ditch like the blind when leads blind, both fall. So therefore, in our Upanishad, the teacher is already Brahma Jnani, Brahma Anubhavi. He has got already the Brahma Varchas, Brahma Tejas in him. Else we have to think, imagine that Guru is not Jnani. Then the one Guru who is not experienced, his teaching will not be valid. That's why Shrotriya Brahmanishta Guru is required for us to learn. And for us, the teacher is Gurudev. I'm not speaking to you. The Lord and Guru Tattva, Guru Parampara is expressing. Both are learning. So, na acharyasya कृतार्थत्वात्. Then कृतार्थो ही आचार्यो नाम भवति. अरे आचार्य कृतार्थ होना ही पड़ता है. He is already कृतार्थ. Otherwise, he cannot take up the acharya pada position. He cannot teach. He will not be able to teach. He should not also. But now you are teaching. I'm not teaching, I'm learning. I have my clarity. आचार्य कृतार्थो नाम आचार्य भवति आचार्य कृतार्थ भवति हो गया सो सह नौ यशः सह नौ ब्रह्मवर्चसम इज एक्सप्लेन्ड बाय भाष्यकार we have the yasha of this samhita upanishad parignyana nimitta. This is theoretical knowledge. Convincingly I taught you, you learnt it. That satisfaction, that success is called yasha. And you practice that upasana and the brahma vidya also, which is being taught later on. And I'm already in that experience. Therefore, the second thing called as Sahano Brahmavarchasa means may we be successful in communicating theory, may be successful in practicing and experiencing also. That is the meaning of Sahano Yashaha, Sahano Brahmavarchasam. So, in this, there's an ambition, there's a goal kept that inspires us. Then we will be so serious, sincere, diligent in our efforts that definitely we do our best. Best to doing always gives the best result. लेटर ऑन नॉट रिग्रेट कि यार मौका मिला था मैंने नहीं किया इसलिए मिला नहीं रिजल्ट दैट शुड नॉट हैपन टू अस नाउ द नेक्स्ट पोर्शन ऑफ दैट मंत्र अतात सगमहिताया उपनिषदम व्याख्यास्यामः दैट भाष्यकार इज एक्सप्लेनिंग नाउ अथ मीन्स व्हाट अनंतरम अंतरम मीन्स व्हाट अध्ययन लक्षण विधानस्य अतः मीन्स यतः अत्यर्थम ग्रंथ भाविता बुद्धि न शक्यते सा अर्थ ज्ञान विषये अवतारयितुम् इति अतः संहितायाः उपनिषदं संहिता विषयं दर्शनम् इति एततो ग्रंथ सन्निकृष्टाम् एव व्याख्यास्यामः कथं पंचसु अधिकरणेषु आश्रयेषु ज्ञान विषयेषु इति अर्थः I to understood. So tomorrow we'll dwell on this second portion. Then those 5 adhikaranas are told. Among them, the first one, how to do the Samhita Upasana, Bhashyakara will explain. Obviously, the other 4 are homework for us. With this preparation, when we start visualizing the happenings as they are and attributing all that to divinity, not allowing anything from our side to project, then we become qualified for getting introduced to divinity. Say na, you are going to meet a great person. En route only, when you are crossing each of the chamber, that great person's all achievements are displayed, let us say. So we are shown all those one by one. And we are explained also, no, aisa kiya, aisa kiya, sir. Then you develop the respect towards that person to know. We develop jignasa to know it him. Before that, the respect comes because you are seeing all his achievements. Then after crossing all those 4 chambers where all the displays of his achievements are seen, in the 5th chamber, you are waiting there for your turn to come to meet that person. Then you are made to meet him. So here the one to meet him is Brahma Tattva. And Samhita Upasana teaches us to see and appreciate all his achievements. 5 are given here, all other things you can imagine. Like in all, the doctor's chamber, anywhere you see, you can see the big people coming to that place and appreciating or inaugurating. लोग अपने photos लगाते हैं, they put the pictures of some VIPs visiting them or their comments or their video clippings for their publicity. That we are great, so you come to us. All the ads are based on that only. So Samhita Upanishad gives us the ad in which we get inspired about the glory of that Paramatma. Then we desire to know him. Now, the byproduct of this is what? Only this much. The entire world is the glory of Paramatma. If his glory is so beautiful, how glorious he must be. Therefore, you know him. Then, when it is said entire world is glory of Paramatma, I will not project anything in that. I will not try to alter it. Because a beautiful painting, you enjoy it, you don't alter it. That's what sadhana. There is nothing to be improved upon in this world, nothing to be changed upon. What is to be done is stop projecting and accepting as it is, everything as His grace, His expression. Once we train ourselves in that, this is called as upasana, then our mind is so calm and quiet, settled. Then we get the desire to know Him, we get the qualification to know Him, we get the Guru who teaches us Him. When the Guru gives us Brahmopadesha, when you discover Him, He and you are one. Then all this painting, etc., either they disappear or appear as obvious. That powerful Paramatma can make the world. There is no world other than Paramatma. Both are same. Let's see that tomorrow. This is Upanishad. That level only we have to study. Thoda to. After 10 lives, when you come again to listen from me and I teach you, that same Upanishad Taittiriya will be of different height. Because by that time, you also did lot of Samhita Upanishad Upasana and have grown. I also did my Upasana and meditation, I have grown. So we will study at a higher level. The third class student, same teacher. When the student grows to 10th, the teacher also has grown, and at the 10th class, she teaches the 10th subject to the 10th student. They were together at the third class. So too, you and I are in the third class. Now let's go to 10th class. At that time, we will see higher things. But at this level, whatever we are, we have to see what Upanishad is conveying. And we are so lucky that Bhashyakara is giving a Bhashya to make it easier. Now, the concluding thought is train yourself in grammar and use grammar rules to see the grammar of Paramatma happening in the form of the world. In the entire world is nothing but Varna, Akshara, Smatra, Balam, Sama, Santana. It is all His grace. Just like the Shabdas came from the Nada of Paramatma and created the world of names and names, so to the entire world is nothing but Paramatma only in the form's form. If you can transcend the name and form and see Parabrahma as it is, you have realized. For that, this is the training. Om, 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 Om. Om 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 Atatasagam Hitaya Upanishadam Vyakyasyamasah Panchaswadikaranesho Sahanau Yashah Sahanau Brahmavarchasam Atatasagam Hitaya Upanishadam Vyakyasyamasah Panchaswadikaranesho अनिलोकमधिज्योतिषमधिविद्यमधिप्रजमध्यात्मम् ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्तिः 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 हरिः ओं श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः परमऋषिभ्यो नमः परब्रह्मणे नमः श्रुतिमात्रे नमः तत्सद्ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु